Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is Talks with Kayla, and I'm back with another video. But anyway, basically, I don't think a lot of y'all gonna like what I got to say today, because I know this subject is a little touchy, but like, this is what I'm here for, to share my opinion, and let's hopefully others agree. But this is just something that I felt like was brought to my attention, like through my downloads. It's basically about the Bible. Like, there's so many things about the Bible, and I was on TikTok earlier and I saw somebody was trying to bash Kevin Gates because he said Jesus and the Bible is bullshit, and I don't think people understood what he meant by that. I think they took it as, oh, if you don't believe in Jesus, then, you know, we can't support you, or, you know, if you don't believe in Jesus, you believe in the other person or whatever. When that's not the case, y'all. I'm gonna explain to y'all more or so what he really truly meant in that video. Well, I can't say that's what he meant, but this is what I took from it, and this are my views, which I've talked about a little bit in my other video, of course. But basically, how I feel is the Bible is bullshit. Like, y'all don't understand that God, y'all, we finna spill the tea, okay? We finna spill the tea, and the ones that get it will get it, the ones that don't, and that's okay. You're just not there yet, babe. So basically, this is how it is. So the Bible was written by man, y'all. The Bible was written by man, not God. That's where a lot of people get confused. It's like, I just don't understand, how can you put so much faith into a man? Like, to me, if you strictly believe in the Bible and things like that, I just feel like you would believe anything that anybody tells you if you feel like they're credible enough. You know what I'm saying? So let me go more into detail about like what I'm saying, because I'm not bashing the Bible. I will go into detail. You just gotta watch and listen. So basically, this is the whole shebang thing. Okay, so basically, the Bible was written by man, right? I truly believe that the one who wrote the Bible, right, was a very spiritual person. So they are somebody who is maybe very connected with his higher power or God, and he was able to write the Bible, or all the people that are associated in writing the Bible, they had a spiritual side about them to where they could connect with God and their higher power to write the things that are in the Bible for humans, okay, for, you know, everybody on earth or whatever. What the part that I'm trying to get to is, that's my point. Like, it's not God. The Bible is not God. And people always bash people who don't read the Bible, but it's like, you don't have to read the Bible to be close with God. I didn't. I did not. I've read parts of the Bible, and because let me backtrack. So I just started my my journey with God. Like, I've been on a spiritual journey for about 3 or 4 years now, maybe 5 years now, but my journey with God just started truly last year when I was pregnant with my daughter. Back in, I think it was about June, when I really was like, you know what, I want to figure this out, because it's like, I always believed in God, I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know what he was. And it's like, something about like the Bible and all that, it didn't seem like something I could just vibe with. Like, it's just something that was just, it never made enough sense for me to actually be like, oh, you know, if I read the Bible, then I could get closer to God. Like, you know. And so that's what my thought process was at first. So I started to get into it. I had a few different Bibles that I tried to read. One of them I tried to read was a Bible for women that was given to me, actually. And as I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, you know, I'm reading, and because I remember the day I was like, you know what, because I wrote it down in my journal, and I was just like, I want to get closer to God. Like, I want to figure out the answers. I want the answers. Like, I want to speak to God. I want to be able to have that connection with God, because I know that God is amazing, and he has been in my life, and I just haven't been close to him, but he has been there. And so that's what I mean when I say that you truly do not need the Bible to get close to God. The ones who bash other people for not believing in the Bible truly are just, I just wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust somebody who looked at me different because I don't read the Bible or I don't believe in the Bible fully, because like the Bible was written by man. So in my opinion, if you just, you know, you're so hard about something that was written by a man, it's like, how close are you truly with God? Because if you was just truly close with God, God will tell you that the Bible is not God. He will tell you this. And like I said, the ones that know, and the ones that don't. And it's a hard conversation to have, because people are very, like, you know, they get very butthurt over stuff like this. And I'm just only sharing, you know, what I learned. And I truly believe, and especially where I am now, I am super connected with my higher power. I'm super connected with God. I talk to God every day. And I promise you, the Bible did not get me there. It did not get me there. What got me closer to God was basically asking God for help. Like, you know, I was very close with my angels and my spirits and my and all that with my spiritual journey, but I had never got to a position to where I was actually speaking to God. But now I'm in a position to where God is in my life every day, all day, in my sleep, when I wake up, in my dreams, in my head, everywhere. Okay, and I love it, and I love it all the way. But I'm basically here to tell you that's just what I believe in. And I do feel like you would fall for anything if you truly believe in the Bible. And I said this in my other videos, but I just truly feel like anybody that I've ever met who is hardcore, like they sit with their Bible every night and read it, and like they are just like, this is it type shit, they're usually, and I don't want to point it out that bad, but like pastors and pastors and all these people who are very super religious and they stick to the Bible are usually crooks. They're usually bad people. They're the ones that are out here rape little boys and little girls. They're usually the ones that are greedy and use greed, and they're the ones that feel like, oh, if I just read the Bible tonight, I can repent my sins. Or if I read the Bible tonight, you know, no, it's not about that, because the Bible is not God. And Jesus, I also feel like, was somebody in human form. Okay, so God is an energy. He's a spirit. And that's why they say, that's another thing I don't understand. If you know God is the Holy Spirit, meaning he had never had a physical body. You know what I'm saying? So for people who sit there and go hard about the Bible, it's like, babe, God was never even a human. So how can you judge anybody? And not even that. And I feel like when Jesus came about in the Bible, I do feel like that was a human placed on earth, okay? I feel like whoever written the Bible knew Jesus. And I do feel like Jesus basically are like me, like the people who are on earth right now, to share to y'all what God really is and what God does, and try to get the world on one page, back together. Everybody needs to get back together on one page when it comes to God. And I think that has a lot to do with when they say, you know, God's coming back, basically. And he is coming back, because he may not be coming back physically, and I think that's what confuses a lot of people. He's not coming back physically, but he's coming back spiritually. And it's a revolution. Like, and I said this in my other videos as well, is like with the Magic Dragon song Revolution. It's a revolution, I suppose. Like, it's a new age, like, you know. And once we get majority of everybody on the same page, and the ones that truly are going to get into spirituality, because the only way you can connect with God is if you have something spiritual about you. You cannot connect with God unless you have some type of spirituality about you. And that's just is what it is on that part. And I've talked to you about, you know, how to get to God, how to talk to God, in all that sense. And so back to the Jesus situation, I do feel like Jesus was a human on the earth, okay, that was very, very connected with God and higher power. Do I believe that Jesus was born from a virgin? I don't. I'm sorry. You can't, God has not confirmed that to me. Because all God has confirmed to me was that God is an energy, and all he wants for you is to be happy. He don't say anything about none of that other stuff. He just don't. He only tells you that, listen to me, let me take your problems away, let me handle everything, and I just want you to live life, this life that you chose to come back to, okay, basically, and everything like that, y'all. So that's why I want to get on here and touch on the topic, because I do feel like it's wrong for people to bash Kevin Gates. Especially, I feel like he don't have to explain himself, and he really shouldn't. But this is just my viewpoints on it. Like, people will go way too hard over things like the Bible and everything like that, when that's not God. Like, I can't argue with somebody who tries to paint the Bible out as God, like, and it's not. God is within you, y'all. God is within you, in here, and here he's there. Like, he's not on a piece of paper with words, like. And the sooner that people start learning things like this, and the sooner that people actually start putting these things to action, God will be coming, and he's gonna take the ones that are, like they say, the chosen ones. He's gonna take the ones that were on board with him, and he's gonna bring everybody into a new age. And that's just what it is. And I feel like I said, like, the ones that truly believe in the Bible and all this, like, they're usually the worst people. Like, they truly are, in my opinion. Like, or they have so many sins that they commit on a daily. Like, they're not truly, you know, whatever. And then, like, how it feels with religion and everything. And this is the topic I'm gonna speak on right now, because I want y'all to understand how I see things, because I feel like when y'all can understand that, y'all will be able to have these conversations with me and to agree on me on a whole other extent, and y'all can learn, and we can all get closer to God together, because this is what I'm here for. I'm here to bring that light back in people, bring that. And when you bring that light back, you bring love back and happiness, and that is what I'm here to do. And so that is my purpose in this life, and that's what I'm doing. And so I really hope that people are understanding me in a way, and if you're not, please let me know, and I can explain it in a different way, in a more, you know, respectful way, which I said it in the most respect, but I can definitely say it again in a private conversation if we have to. But basically, so this is how I see it, y'all. So I see it as, okay, you have religion and you have spirituality, okay? Then you have the ones that are nothing. But you have religion, right? And people who say they're religious also consider themselves spiritual, and it's not the same thing. It's not. And you can't be religious and spiritual, because being religious goes against God. Because what y'all don't understand is religion is something that was made up by man. God did not create religion. everybody has the wrong picture of what God is, and I'm here to expose the truth on everything, because religion, that is not God. God never told you to God never said you couldn't have tattoos. God never said that you couldn't be gay. God never said that you couldn't have piercings. God never said that, oh, if you follow a religion, then I will be, then you're saved. Like, no. God, it never happened, y'all. That all that was made by man. And so the ones that say that they're religious, it just throws me off, because especially when they try to consider themselves spiritual, because spirituality has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with anything that was done by man. That's what y'all, spirituality is everything to do with the spirit self, everything spiritual. That's what spiritualness is, if that's even a word, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? And I'm so passionate about this, and that's why I'm going so hard about it, because like, y'all, like, come on, we got this, like, we gonna figure this out. So basically, this is how I see it, okay? I explained the religion part. Now I'm gonna explain spirituality, okay? Because like I said, spirituality is everything to do with your spirits, right? So think of it as, let's say you're sick. You get sick, okay? You have the flu or COVID or whatever. And let's say, okay, you get sick. So now, what's the next step? Now you need help, right? So what do you do when you need help? You go to the hospital where there are nurses, right? And then the nurses are the main ones that you will always see. Like, as soon as you ask for help, the first ones you see are the nurses. Like, you go to the receptionist and you sit there and you tell the receptionist, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the bigger picture out there. You go to the receptionist, and the receptionist is viewed as the unknown, basically, like the spirits world. Like, so you tell the receptionist what your problem is, and you ask them, can you help me? Then they get you to a nurse, okay? And you're gonna always go to a nurse first, unless you're at a different level, which where I am at right now, and a lot of people are there, but there are a lot of people that haven't got there yet. But back to what I was saying, you talk to the nurses, and the nurses are the main ones they're always gonna be there for you. They check up on you, they make sure you're okay. They may not give you a full diagnosis, but they help you along the way to calm you down, to keep you more, in the mindset of safety or something like that. So then I see the nurses as your spirits, okay? Your ancestors, your angels. When you see the angel numbers, when they guide you throughout the way, and they're there for you, and they support you, and they make sure that you're getting the guidance that you need, that's how I see the nurse. So then, for example, let's say the nurses have helped you as much as you can, and you're sitting in the back room, and then now you're waiting on the doctor, right? You're waiting on the doctor to come in. So then you're sitting there, and then boom, the doctor comes in and gives you a whole diagnosis, tells you everything what's wrong with you, gives you the instructions on what to do, and sends you back home. So I see the doctor as God, okay? God is there when you need a full diagnosis, when you need that one-on-one help, when you need somebody to, how am I trying to put this? To basically give you, clarity, your problem solved. Like, he will solve your problem and give you every necessary thing that you need to continue to move forward with that. And that's how I see it. So I see you walk in, you ask for help, you ask them, you ask the receptionist is seen as the unknown, and then the receptionist takes you to the nurse. The nurse is your spirits and ancestors. They help you and they guide you and everything like that. And then finally, once you get past the nurses, then you will reach the doctor, which is God. and then God will help you and give you your diagnosis, right? The spirits will not give you your answer. Only God. God has the answers. Nobody else. The spirit guides, they will guide you like the nurse, and they're the ones that you will see the most. Hold on, y'all. Yes, ma'am.
4.
All right, I'm coming, babe. I'll be in there in a second. Go play with your Play-Doh. Sorry, y'all. But anyways, so yeah, so that's just basically how I see things, and I truly believe once people catch on to that process of it, you will understand God way more, and understand that God is not a piece of paper. God is not religion. God is not anything but what truly makes you happy, okay, and gives you that light in yourself, and that support and everything you need, that clarity, you know. That's basically how I see it. And before I end the video, because it is getting pretty long, and I know people don't like long videos, but you don't immediately just go straight to God unless you've got that seniority, you know what I'm saying? So once you've done the work, you've worked with the ancestors, you've worked with the angels plenty of times, and now once you get past that and you are taking their guidance and you're listening to what they're telling you, then God will come and he will speak to you. I'm giving y'all the tea. He will speak to you, okay? But you got to do the work first, okay? You got to actually go through the process of everything. And then once you get to the point where you talk to God, then instead of going through the whole process of speaking through basically what? Yeah, you can. Just be careful. But so basically, like, what was I gonna say? I know my thought process gets messed up all the time. Let me see. Basically, that's just how it goes, you know. You just gotta really, you gotta be in seniority to get to God, and once you reach God and you've done the work with your spirit guides, God will not leave your side. And anytime you need answers, he will tell you. If not in that moment, that next moment, the next day, it's gonna be within the next 3 days, you're gonna have the answer to whatever you ask God. You know what I'm saying? So God is gonna be there, and he's gonna always be there to support you guys. And so I think I'm gonna wrap up this video, y'all. Like, let me know y'all's opinions on this. Let me know, because this is something that truly needs to be talked about, and I will talk about this again and again and again until I have got my point across and people actually understand me, you know, and understand everything there is to know about true God, okay? With that being said, you know, it's always love and light over here. It's all love over here always. This is Talks with Kayla. If you felt like what I said, you know, resonated with you in a little bit and you want to hear more, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, because my post times are varied, so you just have to have that notification bell on to get that notification that I done posted a video. If you like the video, please, y'all, she's trying to be in this video. That's my daughter, but she, but anyway, if y'all like the video, then like the video, you know, do me a favor, why not, if you like the video. And if you feel like you want me to go in more detail, if you feel like you have opinion about something, please comment down below and let me know. And if you feel like somebody needs to hear this, please share it and bring them to the channel so we can talk. All right, I love y'all. Peace.